be dubbed as the
the
streamer
nigga's
essay
poor.
weekend. And the first incident
That's
that
foul.
kicked it off was the revival of, the banning of, and the unbanning of Nina Lynn and Zoe Spencer from
Pause,
their
though.
incident that.
Yo, do y'all know about this situation, bro? Like, what do y'all think about this shit with Nina Lynn and Zoe Spencer? They said that she fucking they like sexually assaulted a nigga. Like, I think his name was what's that nigga's name, bro? Saeed. Yeah, Saeed. They said that they essayed Saeed and a whole bunch of shit, bro. Y'all think they should have got banned for that shit? I'm not gonna lie, they should have got banned for that shit. But I heard they got unbanned though.
Happened about a year ago, a little over a year ago, on Saeed, Silky's assistant.
And this shit happened mad long too. Like, I remember seeing this, bro.
Come here, I got you. Hey, come here.
Joey, you can't. Joey, you can't.
He's 23, he's consensual.
No, he's not consenting.
Yes, he is.
He's not even saying nothing.
He likes it. Give.
Nah, that's foul. Yeah, that's foul. I'm not gonna lie, that's foul.
Yeah.
Because JP, that ass, because if the roles were reversed, oh my god, bro, niggas would be having a field day, bro. Like, it wouldn't even be a ban. Like, he'd probably catch like an actual charge, bro. Like, bro, the nigga would actually catch an actual charge, bro. Like, the fact that they're even getting banned, like, bro, that's like a slap on the wrist, bro. Seriously, bro. Cause if a nigga says no and they're not consenting, bro, regardless of, like, you feel me, whatever, bro, it don't matter how, like, bad the girl is or whatever, bro. That's foul, nigga. No bullshit. That's foul.
Stay right there.
And he looks like a slight, no disrespect, like, he looked like a square, you know what I mean? So it's like,
Nobody.
I feel like they low-key took
Gathering to do
advantage of
another
that.
one of their infamous group streams. Nina Lynn, Zoe Spencer, Silky, and Silky's assistant were having great times on this stream. At least what appeared to be great times. Now I'm showing you these clips to do two things. One, depict what was going on prior to this situation.
They were
And
both
two,
aggressive,
because I
manly
know somebody's
females,
going to
the worst
use
type,
these clips as a way
100%,
to
bro.
try to justify
And it's
the
funny because
situation
they
that
get like
happened with him, but
deniability
that
for
does
it
not
because
make
they're
anything
like
that happened
they're
to him
females. Like,
any
that's foul,
better
bro.
or any
I'm
more
not gonna
right
lie.
or consensual. So like I said, Zoe, Saeed, Nina, they were all having a good time. There are even videos and images of Zoe twerking on Saeed and him actually going into the twerk as if he is, accepting of
Like he's
said
jagging
dance.
it.
Now, all these things seem to be fun and games and just streaming culture in general until Nina and Zoe took it way too far. Now,
They
I know
did
that there's
take it
gonna be
far.
somebody in the comment section thinking to themselves,
They took it
well,
far,
why is
man.
twerking
That's all I'm gonna
considered
say.
essay? Why is him getting a dance from them two considered essay? One, he's telling them to stop multiple times, but that's not what a lot of people are actually focusing on. What they're focusing on is the fact that they eventually pick him up, drag him into a room, and then attempt to strip his clothes off. Even though there are people saying no in this situation. And from my understanding, they're trying to
Stop
pull
right
out
there.
like a
Stop right there. They dragged this nigga to a room and took his clothes off, bruh. And they're only getting away with a ban? Bro, God forbid this was a nigga, bro. Do you know what would happen to that nigga, bro? Bro, there would be like actual... Bro, that's bad. Bro, that's... I'm not gonna lie, that's foul. Like, that's actually foul, though. Like... Bro, if a nigga did that, bro, like... There's no ban, bro. I mean, look, he's gonna get banned, but that nigga going to prison though, like, or jail. He's catching a charge or some shit. The fuck, bro? Yeah, nah, this happened mad long ago. Like, I'm surprised the situation even started getting brought up all that, like, recently and shit. They got banned recently for it. This shit happened like mad long ago, like almost a year ago. I know, damn near a year ago. Nah. Yo, that's crazy though.
This a nice bag. Hold on, this is a nice bag.
No, he's not consenting. He's not consenting.
Said you not consenting though, like.
You had
They had a condom?
Now, what's interesting and weird about this situation is the fact that this had been
Yo, what's
going
good,
on
Hills?
pretty much the whole day. There were several times in this stream in which Nina, Zoe, Saeed, and Silky were all together, in which Zoe and Nina went over and pinned down Saeed or started twerking on Saeed in many numerous ways.
He ran away. Cause I was trying to give him a dance last night, and I'm gonna hold him down. You do it. Okay.
Hold him down?
Hold him down.
I'm a bit. Alright, Hills.
He has. You've been talking about me. Yeah.
Babyface need a ball.
That's so foul. Like, you know what it is? This is their like way of like emasculating niggas, bruh. Like, they know that the nigga's uncomfortable, and then they keep going like over and over and over again, like, cause they're not doing that to any other nigga there. It's because they look at him as like weak, so like they're taking advantage of him. That's foul, man. That's foul.
Now, I'm not gonna get
They should
into
catch a
this with
charge,
people
bro.
About what is wrong, isn't wrong.
They should catch a charge for that shit.
Et cetera. But I do think that this does serve as a learning lesson to a lot of people that even if somebody did consent to something hours ago, minutes ago, days ago, weeks ago, doesn't mean that they will always be consenting. The minute that somebody says no to something, you gotta stop. That's just
No
the way
bullshit.
things work. Now, this happened over a year ago, like I stated, and nothing happened to Nina, and nothing happened to Zoe. You're probably wondering why. Now, I have my own deep dive thoughts about that on Patreon. I'm not gonna discuss it in this video, but let's just say this was swept under the rug and people really weren't studying this situation,
This situation
until
been
some
happened.
specific incidents happened. Your Rage Gaming, yes, Your Rage, member of FaZe, had to press Nina at a party in which she doubled down on what she did back then, and that kind of sparked this whole new
Double
revival of the entire situation.
So what if he says, I feel like you did some shit wrong?
No, so the whole Saeed thing, no one SA Saeed. That's why today I was actually
That's
looking
not
for
SA.
I was gonna talk to him, like, you definitely felt disrespected.
Nah, that's SA, bro.
Me, I take accountability what I do. If you dead ass felt disrespected, I didn't know. So you gotta,
Nah, that's
I
SA.
mean, that's just normal people. But for him to walk around and say all that crazy shit, you never think about what Saeed's thinking too, though. Like, who wants to walk around being called that? That's embarrassing for him as a guy.
You ain't see Saeed today?
I was looking for him. I was looking everywhere for him.
Now, while she did claim that she
That's kind of weird though, cause it's like, how is that not SA though, bruh? Cause like, bro, I'm telling you, bruh, if that was an actual like role situation, like roles reverse type shit, bro, this not even gonna be a combo like of whether they're right or wrong. That nigga going to prison, nigga. That nigga going to jail, bruh. That's foul, man. No bullshit. And she
trying to patch
doubled
these
down on that shit.
situations up between Saeed and her.
I feel like she knows she
ultimately
wrong,
denied.
though,
Look,
like-
Saeed had been talking about this for a very, very long time, and he fell victim to what a lot of male victims fall victim to is that people just don't care. He ran
Skipping
into
school,
the gay
by the way?
jokes.
Why,
he ran
bro?
into the you
For
don't
what?
think she bad, you sweet, you soft, X, Y, and Z joke. He ran into a lot of backlash and scrutiny behind dismissing Zoe and dismissing
Yeah,
Nina's
Dave,
advances in this
I
situation.
go,
And to be
me,
quite
me,
honest
son.
with you, that's
Yo,
just
good night,
wrong.
Nat.
As a society, we have to do a better job of taking SA more seriously for all victims, to be quite honest with you.
100%,
Especially
100%.
male victims. Male victims get invalidated so often because people can't fathom how a man can be essayed by a woman. But let's be clear,
I'm
it
gonna
can
go to
happen.
work, though.
It
Nah,
can
go to
really,
school, bro.
really happen. But the only problem is that when it does happen, people run to the internet or run to the timeline and just straight up invalidate you. And especially because he's a cameraman, nobody's gonna care about him and his feelings. Now, because this situation
Bro,
got
trust, bro.
revitalized based
They
off of
unbanned
Nina's
Zoe, by the way?
total dismissal
I'm not gonna lie, that's weird though to me. Like, why would they unban her, right? But like, bro, I'm not even trying to keep saying like the roles reverse thing, because it's not even about the roles being reversed. Like, if it's wrong type shit. But like, I don't get that. Like, I just feel like I don't know, bro. I feel like the world is fucked up, bro. The world is fucked up, bro. Because this situation been happened like mad long ago, like close to a fucking year ago. This shit happened like a year ago, bro. When Sparky Zero came out. That's what JP said. That shit happened mad long ago. I remember seeing that shit on my feed and all that shit. I thought it was like that. I thought that shit was weird, bro. But no one really talked about it. Then that shit got brought up again. But at the same time, though, bro, like I don't see both sides. I'm not gonna lie, I don't see both sides. I was gonna say I see both sides, but I don't see it. Like, they're saying that they were joking and shit. That's not a joke, bro. That's not a joke, my nigga. It's not.
of Saeed's feelings. People
That
started
shit's
to
not
pick
funny,
up on
bro.
the story again, and those bigger content creators like XQC and Asm Gold basically pressed Twitch's B-Star about, hey, how are you gonna address this situation? This is something we didn't know about, and now that we do know about it, what are you gonna do?
Isn't it crazy this bitch hasn't gotten banned yet? She hasn't.
God
Right?
damn,
So
he
let me get this
talking crazy.
straight. So it's been a whole day. Everybody been talking about this. You have this girl that sexually assaults a guy on camera, and she not even banned. Wow. We're gonna bring this up tomorrow. Like, actually, I'm thinking about maybe I should tell somebody that works at Twitch about this, in order to make sure that, honestly, to make them legally liable. Because, like, now you knew
There's
about
more
this,
clips
right?
coming up, too.
Like, now
I'm already
you knew
knowing,
that
bro.
there
This
was
shit is
sexual assault that
crazy.
happened. It's on video. And like now, you know that's it.
It's no,
And so,
like my thing
I
is
think
like
they know, man. Yeah,
if
but
you
it's
just took
different. It's like I
accountability,
have it
bro,
right
it
there,
wouldn't
and I
even
say it
be
right
as
there. Do it
bad.
in writing. Oh, I will. I'll do it in
But it's
writing.
like, bro,
Now, Asmgo
like
just said
I
there
ain't gonna
opens up
double
a
down on that shit though.
a plethora of interesting talking points. First and foremost, Twitch has an inconsistency problem when it comes to this type of stuff. There's no doubt in my mind that they had saw
What
this
happens
clip
in the
or
dark
this is
will
something
always
that
come to
was
light.
on their radar.
Facts.
Hell, they'll see it if I drop a
100%,
slur on my stream. But it's interesting that they took this long to even do some sort of addressing of the situation, and I think it's quite strange how they handled it. It's also interesting that he claims
Nah, he brings
that
up a good point. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, first of all, bro, Twitch is very shady, bro. Like, listen, I'm on Twitch right now. Don't come and attack me, my nigga. I'm just saying, like, from what I see, bro, Twitch is kind of shady, bro. Cause like, from what I'm understanding, they literally banned Zoe and Nina after they received like backlash and shit. Like after they received backlash, after a year plus, that's when they banned them. That's kind of weird, bro. Because imagine if the situation was like really like dire type shit, like they actually took it to that next step, and then they took that long to respond, bro. That's bad, bro. That's bad. Twitch got to lock in, don't bullshit. Yeah, and then they unbanned her. I think they banned them again though after backlash. You see, that's what I'm saying. Twitch is weird, bro. Twitch is weird.
Has the ability to make somebody
shady
legally
business
liable to do
practices,
certain
bro.
things, and this has always existed. I say that because there are situations that have happened in the past in which Twitch has not handled something. Asm Gold or other big content creators and streamers on the platform knew about the situation, but honestly did not leverage the power that they have in order to clean up the platform, you know, to get these sickos and perverts off of the platform. Now, don't get me wrong, we're definitely looking at the platform as a whole and how they handle these types of
100%.
situations. Ultimately,
100%.
Twitch did lay down a ban on both Nina
Niggas
and
banned them
Zoe
for
Spencer.
a
Hold on
day.
now,
Yo,
Omar.
can you believe
I gotta
that?
say something real quick.
In less than 48 hours,
we
of
watching,
both of them
like,
being banned. Now
it's like
official
Zoe
that
Spencer
both
and Nina Lynn.
and Zoe Spencer are
Basically, the
unbanned.
controversy with them, like SA on Saeed, like, you know, Silky's assistant or whatever. But yeah, bro, this shit is crazy, bro. Because if the roles were reversed, man, yo, that's all I'm gonna say, bro.
After
Seriously.
being banned after
Yeah,
committing
that shit
SA
crazy.
on camera to Saeed, Silky's assistant. And I'm here to tell you that Twitch, the platform, just doesn't care about SA. Now, it's probably something to note, and it's something
This
I'm going to talk
happened
about
a
later
year
in the video,
ago,
but
so
Zoe
they
did
should
put
ban.
out her
So
apology
the ban
video
should be a
months
year
ago,
since they have to
and
deal
now
with that for a
Nina
year.
has put
Facts,
out her
bro.
apology video over the weekend.
I think they should be banned permanently,
nigga.
nigga.
It takes on the platform.
You talk about a
Twitch,
year.
because Mango,
I think
another
they should be banned
streamer, if
permanently.
you remember from Ludwig's Burial
I'm not
Club
even trolling.
video, who was
I mean,
a bunch of
maybe
different
Zoe
women,
could get some
humping them
grace
without their
because she
clothes
at
on and
least
in physical contact,
Zoe at least came out and said like because she apologized, like when the situation happened, she apologized. I do remember that. Like I remember her apologizing, but Nina did not say nothing. Like she didn't say shit. That's why she's getting all the slack right now. I mean, Zoe's still getting slack, but it's mostly Nina getting slack right now. There's some clips of him saying crazy things to Zoe from what I've seen on TikTok. I mean, now I hear you though, but like I said, bruh, if a nigga says like consent can change, bro. Like if a nigga's jacking it at first, or for example, not even a nigga, like if a female's jacking it at first, and then at the end of the day she's like, nah, I'm not jacking this no more. You gotta just respect that shit. Like there's nothing you can like say like you can't try to convince her. Hey, you got it. Like you feel me? You can't violate that boundary type shit. I feel like they low key violated that nigga. They violated that nigga because they thought he was weak, bro. That's it. It's that simple. They thought he gets no bitches, he's awkward, and they took advantage of that shit. That's foul.
etc., is also back on the platform. So that would make 3 people this year who are on high profile.
Yeah, nah, they took advantage of Cuff. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
Etc., who have been committing SA on stream, getting banned off the platform, and then unbanned in no time. I think PR played a large role as to why Twitch even went about doing what they did. You know, the unbanning,
definitely PR,
and everything like that.
They gotta
but
care
I think
about
it's
that
interesting how
image.
quickly they are able to and willing to reverse the actions that they made. Is the SA serious or is it not? And Twitch is making it as clear as possible that they really don't care about any of this stuff for real. Like they just want people to feel like they care, feel like some sort of action was done, have the streamers make their announcements saying, good, I'm glad the platform did, etc., and then ultimately unban them, because they also do know that the unbanned are going to get, you know, not as much traction or not as many views as the actual original banning of them.
100%.
It's actually sick behavior and disgusting, but it does track for a platform like Twitch. Now back to the video. Now, after getting cooked by a plethora of streamers like Stable Ronaldo, YBG, and McQueen,
I mean, yeah, she's a fucking weirdo. I don't know how it took that long.
100%.
That's a
She's
literal
weird.
crime. And
They're
you know
both
what's bad?
weird.
When she admitted, and she said that he should be embarrassed. Like, what are you? What?
You should be embarrassed.
That was like the worst thing you could have ever said.
Crazy.
Ashley Golden XCC reacted to it, and they're like, she should be banned. And then she's like, I'm sorry.
Well, they're not even useful to the fucking platform. Who gives a fuck?
They shouldn't be done crazy, but there should be some consequences. There should. Because of the fact of the matter is, nigga, if two men did this shit, it would look terrible.
Terrible,
All the women
nigga.
in the world would be trying to cancel them to that man.
Cancel?
Rightfully
Nigga, you
so.
going
Rightfully
to
so.
prison,
But
nigga.
why is that okay when why is it okay to do that when men do it? But why? But it's not, nigga. But they not getting, the women aren't getting the same type of, they're not getting the same treatment. Nah, doesn't matter if it was all fun and games. You shouldn't do that shit, especially not on stream. Nigga, keep your hands to yourself, okay? If a nigga wanna be a mark and run away from Sakuchi, cool. Leave him alone. Let that nigga be a buster and run away from Sakuchi.
Yeah, you see, I'm not gonna lie. I don't agree with bro's response right here. I don't agree with his response right here. I'm not gonna lie. Cause he's saying if bro wants to be a buster and shit. But bro, to me, bro, I think bro, they said that he has like some type of mental, like, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe like autism or ADHD, something like along those lines. If that's true, bro, like he's calling this nigga a buster. That's like that macho mentality shit, bro. Like it's stupid, like, bro, like we should be taking all of these situations serious, bro, regardless of the gender, bro. It doesn't matter. Like even though it's a guy, bro, it really doesn't matter, bro. Like even if it's a girl, same shit, bro. You both of these situations should be looked at as like pretty serious, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Now you looking,
Because he's low-key
now
trying
you
to
just forcing
downplay
this
it.
shit on this nigga.
we finally got an apology from Nina after, you know, this whole incident happened.
You said what did they all do? It was like accused essay.
Because he's been very nice. He's always been very nice to me, you know? This situation, what I'm talking about, has nothing to do with YBG and none of that. So I don't want to hear his name, but it only has to do with me and Saeed. And listen, I'm old enough to own up to what I did wrong. And during the situation, I genuinely 100% thought it was a joke. I just thought he was laughing, so I'm like, oh, like we all just laughing and geeking. But yeah, I see. It is wrong. It is really, really wrong. And what we did was wrong. You know, he clearly was uncomfortable with it.
Now
You
it's
know,
wrong
and
because you
he's
got
very polite,
backlash.
so.
I see the type of bit you are. I see the type of bit you are. She got the backlash. Now it's wrong. She literally was claiming at first she didn't essay it, Saeed. That's what she said. But now, all of a sudden, she sees the problem and shit. You saw the problem the whole time, bitch. I thought.
That's all that we know.
Her eyes not crazy? That's not crazy? Now to me it's interesting, but also very expected that Nina Lim would apologize after this specific removal of her account from Twitch. It lends a lot of people to believe that she actually doesn't have a lot of remorse. It's just a situation where she's trying to save face. And as for Zoe Spencer,
100%.
she actually apologized earlier this year. Now, granted, a lot of people would say that it came from the backlash of So Illuminati, but she did it well before any sort of punishment or any sort of banning was levied down from Twitch.
I didn't mean to make him feel uncomfortable whatsoever. And I know that I definitely crossed the line with everything. I was just trying to be funny and I was just trying to make a moment for the stream. I see that what I did came off all wrong and it's on me. I
Nigga,
take full
bro, first of all,
accountability.
do you see the position they have this nigga in right here, bro? They have this nigga in a choke like these. Wow, this nigga getting turked on, bro. That's crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. This is like really like busting my head right now, cause like, bro, imagine this was a nigga doing this, bro. Like doing this to like, you feel me? Like, bro, two niggas doing this to a girl, bro. Dave, you there, bro? Stop with this shit, bro. I'm not that dark, bro. Stop with this shit, bro. Anyways, bro, like, bro, that's foul, man. That's foul, bro. They got this nigga in a choke like these.
And to anybody out there that I made feel uncomfortable, I'm genuinely
No bullshit though, like, bro, they got this nigga in a rear choke.
Moving forward, I want the stream life to be fun. I want it to be wild, and I want everybody to feel comfortable and have a good time, but definitely not at the cost of somebody feeling uncomfortable or feeling violated.
Now look, essay is essay is essay, and I don't want anybody comparing the severity between what has been displayed in the Miskit video that I released
hear
a little
you,
bit
but I can't
earlier
see,
and
bro.
this
Stop
video.
with this
I don't
shit,
think
bro.
that that's the
Stop with this
productive
shit, bro.
conversation to have. The more
Alright?
productive conversation to have is
Ain't
what
that
is
dark,
this
my nigga.
culture that's going on in the streaming community that thinks that stuff like like this is okay and acceptable? Who are the enablers? Who are the people that can be stopping this? Who is aiding in these situations? And why do we have a platform that
Yo, this
routinely
guy
is
Hills.
inconsistent as to how they handle
All right,
these
bro.
things? I think part of the reason why people feel as if they can continue to do these things is because there's not a serious platform that's going to give serious punishment based off of your actions and behaviors on stream. Hey, just think about this. I'm a new streamer on the block, and I know if I essay a woman on stream for the clicks, likes, and views and send out an apology, Twitch is only going to give me a
Yo, what's good, Woody?
24-hour ban. What's really stopping me from doing these things? And hell,
100%.
as we speak, I'm pretty sure Mizkif is not suspended or banned from the platform as well. I'm putting a challenge, and I mean a real hard challenge on Twitch to do what needs to be done and keep these people off the platform.
Yo,
And the
Hills,
next
bro.
people that I'm looking at is you, the viewing audience. Not necessarily directly blaming you, but you know, the bigger you as a whole. Stop giving your views and stop giving your eyeballs to these people who are bad and evil. Gang, there are
I'm
so
not
many
tired.
other content creators
Not gonna
who
lie,
don't
what
do
about
these
everyone
types
else
of
that was
things.
there and did
At
it
the
stop
bare
it?
minimum, you could just
I'm
at
not gonna
least not
lie.
be
No, they're
so
wrong
deeply
too, though.
involved
Like,
with these
bro,
street
I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of people wrong in this situation, bro. First of all, the people that were doing it, you know what I'm saying? That's one. Two, we got the people that were there and didn't do shit about it. And then Twitch, bro, Twitch is wrong because, bro, they could have been done something about this, bro. Like, they could have banned Nina and Zoe like a year ago, but they decided to do it now. That's weird, bro. That's some weird shit.
that you will blindly
That's some
back
weird
them
shit.
no matter
100%.
what. That's the type of stuff that leads to all this behavior being enabled. And that's where we get nasty situations like what happened with Saeed, what happened with Imaru, what happened to Senna, what happened to Emily CC.
Damn, bro. That's some foul shit. That's some really foul shit, man.